So I want to share something with you that I didn't know back when I started my journey, back when I felt exhausted and unsatisfied, just wishing things were different or easier before I found ease and learned the secrets to ease. I'm going to offer you a shift today that is, I think, the biggest shift that I learned and what my clients are now learning in Awakened Motherhood, which is that, according to laws of the universe, if we want a happy family, a relaxed family, if we want to feel connected, deeply connected, so that we really enjoy every single day with our kids, every single day with our partners, if we want that, then we have to be a point of attraction for that. We cannot have the happy, joyful, relaxed family if we are not being the happy, relaxed, and joyful human that we can be. Meaning, there's a lot of negativity out there. I don't know if this is what's going on for you guys, but this is what's going on for the bulk of my clients who come through Awakened Motherhood. And there's so much swirling in the air. We have partners who are fixating on the news and catastrophe. We maybe are reading too much news, catastrophe. We're buying into the storylines that the world is falling apart, or we are taking that in and focusing on that. Then we're feeling super stressed out because of any little change or unpredictability or ways that we have to adapt. And I'm not saying that anyone's making it easy on us. Things are getting harder. And so if we're just kind of on the receiving end of that negativity or hard or lack or scarcity, then we're feeling more and more and more squeezed, okay? So what happens if we're just sort of soaking up all of what's readily available, which is negativity, lack, scarcity, fear-mongering? If we're just kind of available for that, we're a point of attraction for that because we're scared, because we're overwhelmed, then we're going to get more of that. And then what happens in our families? The vibration is low, the frequency is low, our energy is low, we're tired, we're cranky. Kids then don't listen, they don't cooperate, there's no sense of presence, connection. I'm going to do this because I feel connected to you and I love you, Mom, and I'm going to come when you call me because you come when I call you. I'm going to respect you because you respect me. That's what a beautiful family works like. And so if those things aren't happening, you're feeling lost to yourself, feeling lost to the dream you once had for a beautiful family. Well, ask yourself if you're being really, really honest, if you have learned how to become the thing that you're wanting. Basic law, and everyone misses this, is you cannot have what you are not being. You can't have outside of you, in your life, in your world, what you are not already. Meaning, we got to find a way to get joyful. We got to find a way to become happy. We've got to find a way to be fulfilled. We've got to find a way to cultivate our own satisfaction, our own belief in what's true for us, regardless of current circumstance, regardless of what your husband's saying to you, regardless of what your kids are showing you. You're going to believe that they're going to thrive, regardless of what your partner says about you or doubts, how your partner doubts you. You have to find a way, and it has to be real. It has to be your authentic self, your true self, to become the satisfaction that you are seeking. Rumi says what you're seeking is seeking you. And in that way, our joy, our satisfaction are what we're wanting. But if it's not what we're being, then we cannot attract more of it or any of it into our lives. Does that make sense? Back in the day when I put pen to paper and started sketching out the curriculum and content I knew mothers needed to go from feeling like life is pooping on them and feeling really lost and empty, and like, why is it so hard for me, and how come I can't figure this out, to life is so sweet, life is so good, that my kids used to drive me crazy, but now we have so much fun together, and it's easy for me to play with them, and you know what, they're doing what I ask them to do now too. And I hear my clients saying things like that every day after you know, our initial clarity call of, they really aren't listening to my kids, really aren't listening to me. You know, either they're melting down, or I'm melting down, or I'm locking myself in a room to regroup because I'm so frustrated or so frazzled. And it just doesn't need to be like that. We can have motherhood on our terms. We can have a family on our terms. We can call the shots of what we want, and you know what, we won't get what we want until we start calling the shots. And that's the truth of it. We cannot attract what we're not being. And the thing about all the like sort of laws, trendy law of attraction stuff is, and all the sort of like pop culture on manifesting and The Secret and all that stuff, that they don't say is that, one, you have to be it to have it, and two, that requires action. And you guys, there's nothing more true. We could sit and focus on what we want all day. We can write it down. We can pray about it. We can focus on it. We can visualize. We can meditate. We can make a vision board, blah, 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 blah. But if you are not living in alignment with being that thing, meaning you're changing what you're doing. What you've been doing has given you the current results you have. What you've been doing is resulting in your current version of success, happiness, joy, family, love. So if you want something to change, if you're not feeling satisfied, if you want something to shift, if your partner is dumping on you and it really gets to you, if your partner is, you know, doubting you, or you're having a hard time making decisions for yourself, or you're having a hard time taking ownership or taking a leadership position with your kids, or making strong decisions, I mean, on and on, you know, there are so many things. If you're struggling in those areas, then your next step is to get clear about what you really want. Asking your heart, getting quiet, hand over the heart. What do I want? And you know how to find out what you want? It's to know what you don't want. Flip it. Okay? When you flip it, you're going to notice what you do want. And don't be scared. Just name it. Write it down. Claim it. This is what I want. I'm claiming it now. When you claim it, then the universe can work in your favor, and all the cooperative components can start activating on your behalf, meaning you get an enlightened idea, or a resource falls in your lap, or you feel a new desire to do something that you've always known existed, but you never had a desire to do it before. That's divine intervention. That's your higher self nudging you from your heart to say, it's time, because you decided that you wanted something new and different. Okay, I hope this talk is so empowering for you. That's my intention, that you hear something that really lands for you, and you realize that you have been sort of just taking it as it comes. And you don't have to do that. You can do that, but when you take it as it comes, and you're not owning the fact that you are creating what you've got in front of you, meaning your mood, meaning your mental health, meaning how you parent your kids, and what kind of connection you guys have. We are responsible for all of that. That is our responsibility. If you're not taking responsibility for that, you're just going to kind of get some hodgepodge mix of how everybody happens to be feeling on a day, which doesn't feel very safe. It doesn't feel very secure. There's no predictability in it, and it's very uncertain. So then home becomes a place of drama, chaos, unpredictability, a place where you kind of just need to lock yourself in a room to get away from it all. And I don't know about you, but that's not the kind of motherhood that I want to be living in. No ways. I want to have it on my terms. I claim these are my happiest years, and these are my most joyful years. And you know what? I'm not settling for anything less because I don't have to, and neither do you. If you want help, reach out. You guys, this is what I'm put on this earth to do, is to help mothers transform their daily emotional home, to never again feel overwhelmed, to never again feel out of control of their world, their life, their emotions, of your life, And if you're feeling lost, if you're feeling like you don't know where to begin, you don't know what your next step is, then tune in here and listen and see if something sticks. And if you then want more and want to know what your next step might be, and if I can help you, then reach out and connect with me. Okay, sending you all lots and lots of love from the beautiful Idaho foothills. And I'll see you again soon.